Hello everybody. Hello. Happy Monday. It is a beautiful snowy Monday here in Germany. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had a pretty relaxed weekend. I did not watch the Super Bowl. Did not. I didn't even know those who were playing. Like, I'm just not interested in. I don't know much about football. Not at all. I just know Tom Brady was in it. Is there ever a Super Bowl where he's not in it? I don't know. I feel like I always hear his name around Super Bowl time. But anyway, I did not watch. I didn't even know who was performing during the halftime. That's how uninterested I knew nothing about it. But anyway, I had a good weekend. Interestingly enough, I watched Gladiator for the first time this weekend. I am 20 years too late. I know. I had never watched Gladiator before. Absolutely loved it. I mean, I love everything about like ancient Rome type stuff. And watching it, being in the Colosseum, I know it wasn't filmed in the Colosseum, but seeing it reconstructed in CGI, it was just a moment of nostalgia for me. I absolutely loved it, and knowing the history of the Colosseum and how the fights happened and how the gladiators were meant to fight like real animals, it was amazing. But anyway, that's not what I'm here for. I just wanted to share my excitement that I finally won Gladiator. But today I just want to share two instances of some really heartwarming goodness that I've experienced here in Germany. I've experienced quite a few, but these two really stood out to me. Maybe one extra one I'm going to share about my landlord. So the first one, okay, so this happened around COVID time, or where the restrictions during COVID had slowed down in 2020. I had been working from home, and my job, so we had our first meeting right after we had been working from home all throughout COVID, all from like, I think we started in like February, and we ended, I think, sometime in July or August. I don't even remember. But anyway, so we were having our first meeting, and it was supposed to be in a conference room breakfast type thing. So I decided to make some breakfast. I fried some eggs, and I decided to go to the store, pick up some croissants, some baguettes to take it to that meeting. So I walk in the store, right? Now, of course, I completely forgot that this store only takes cash. Actually, I had never been to this particular bakery before. I had never been to this particular one, so I wasn't quite sure if they took cash only. Now, a lot of places around here, they do take credit and debit cards. So being American, I'm used to only carrying my card around. I hardly ever carry cash. I don't know. I feel like I haven't been here this long. I should know that, but I still keep forgetting to do so. But anyway, so I didn't have any cash on me. So I went to this place, right? I walked in and I picked, and I went to pull out my card. She's like, "Oh, we only take cash." I'm like, "Oh crap." I'm like, "You know what, just can you hold that for a minute? I'm gonna run to the ATM and bring your money." And she said, No, take it, go, come back, you pay later. I was like, wait, I just sounded Asian there for a minute. She said, "No, take it, go. You can come back tomorrow and pay us." I said, no, there's an ATM right down the street. I'll come right back. And she said, "No, honey, no, take it, take the receipt. You can come back tomorrow and pay." And I was like, what? So this kind of caught me off guard. And this was actually the second incident that had happened. The first one happened in 2019. So this is the first one that just popped into my head for me to talk about. But because the first incident had happened and I was shocked, but not too shocked, I was like, oh my God, this is like, I had never experienced this in my life ever. Someone just tells you, "Hey, take it and come pay us some other time. That's the level of trust that these businesses around here have for their people. You know, if she did that to me, and it's amazing, these people, they can spot an American like that. I mean, I'm African, but I'm American as well, but they can spot us. It's amazing. I was at the grocery store, and as soon as I walked up to the cashier, the lady started speaking in English, and I looked at her like, how do you know I speak English? She goes, are you American? I know. I was like, oh my God. They said they know to spot us. So she trusted me, you know, to take it and pay after. So that means she's been doing this, right? So I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She said, no, honey, don't worry. Just take it and you pay after. And I said, oh my God, thank you so much. So I took it, went to my meeting at my job, and then I made sure I remembered. After the meeting, I went to the ATM, took the money out, brought it. And when I brought it back, so she was there with her son. They're about to close up the bakery for the day. And they were so nice to me, you guys. The son was so sweet to me. He told me about the different pastries, which I'm going to miss the pastries when I leave Germany. Oh my God. Anyway, so he told me about the pastries. They told me about, you know, the different types of bread. And because they were so nice to me, I bought some more stuff I wasn't really ready to buy, you know, because they were so super nice to me. They were so humble and so sweet. And so it pretty much restored what I've always known, that when you're nice to people, you know, of course there are those out there who take advantage of you for just being nice. But if you just overall, you're nice, I don't care if you're having a bad day, don't take it out on other people. But if you're just nice to people, honestly, you get rewarded for your niceness, believe me. So I wasn't planning on buying pastries that day, but I bought some just because they were so super nice to me, and because they trusted me to be able to bring that money back. So, and I didn't want to keep it till the next day. So I really wanted to show that, you know, I could be honest and bring their money. So when that was done, so I posted this incident on our spouse's page on Facebook, and I got like 100 comments. I mean, because there are a lot of people in that group. There are like thousands of people in that group. People came and wrote the same thing and said they did that to me. Oh my God, it was so nice. I felt like crying because I'm getting chills talking about it, because it was so sweet. I had never experienced that. You know, of course in Cameroon, there is no way. There is no way somebody in Cameroon, you go to buy something and they say go and bring the money later. I mean, you do have those people whom maybe your parents had built some kind of relationship with at the market, and you take stuff for credit, you know. But if it's someone you've never met, there is no way that's going to happen. Never. And in America, of course, they're not, for where? No. Again, if it's a place where maybe a few of these mom and pop shops in the neighborhood that they know you know, you might take stuff on credit, that's different. But to just meet someone for the first time and be so nice, so that was just amazing to me. So when I read all those comments, I was like, I have to share this story. This is just amazing, amazing, amazing. Now, the first incident that happened in 2019. Now, this is the one that, because I was kind of new to Germany, because I arrived here September 2018. So I had heard some interesting stories about German people. Okay, I heard they're pretty stern, they're straightforward. I heard some pretty interesting things, and I heard that customer service is non-existent over here. That's partly true, partly, and I say partly because customer service on the phone, I have never experienced a rude person whenever I called a German business. Never, ever. It's always been very nice, very polite, And whenever I call, first thing I ask, I introduce myself and I say, hello, do you speak English, please? And they'll tell me yes, and we continue. That's it. It's always been very nice, right? But I experienced one time where I called and I guess they couldn't hear me. Within the first first couple of hellos, they hung up on me. I don't know, but that's the only negative customer service experience I've had. I've heard some pretty weird things. But anyway, so with those preconceived, ideas and stories I had heard, I came to Germany thinking, okay, I'm gonna be nice and see what happens, okay? So this incident happened with hubby and I when we went to a Greek restaurant. So these people are Greek, okay? But this guy has been in Germany, he told us like 20 plus years in that restaurant. So I would consider him German and Greek because he's been dealing with German people all this while. But anyway, we went to that restaurant. It was really good food. The gyro was just amazing. So we had fun. And the owner of the restaurant, right, like when you walk in, he comes in, he welcomes you, and he takes shots with you. And I'm looking at this guy like, should we be drunk by now? Like, you take shots with everybody. It was interesting. But anyway, so we ate, we had fun. So I think the restaurant closed around 11, I think. No, maybe 10 or so. Yeah, 10. And this was around like 9 something. So we had finished eating, and so when hubby went up to pay, he forgot they only take cash. So my mom, like, you have been here before, how could you not remember they take cash only? But he forgot, so he went up to the guy, he tried to pay, he was like, oh dude, we take cash only. And hubby was like, oh crap, let me run to base, get some cash, we'll be right back. And the guy said, no, take receipt, come back tomorrow and pay. Now, mind you, this was the first incident that happened that I realized, like, this person just said to go and come back and pay. We just ate at his restaurant. We just ate all this food. And how can he trust us to just take the receipt and just go? What if we're one of those really horrible people who just don't come back? Right? I was just like, this is amazing. So hubby took the receipt. So the air base, Ramstein air base, is about 10 minutes away from the restaurant. So we ran to the base, got the money, came back, and the guy said, dude, I said come back tomorrow. And the hubby was like, no, it's okay, we just wanted to pay you now. And so hubby decided to tip him extra. Again, that's what being nice would do. Okay, I was in complete shock. I was sitting there like, how is this possible? So someone can really trust you this much to have serviced you and say, don't worry, go and come back and pay the money. I had never experienced anything like that. So that was a complete shock to me. I was amazed. So yeah, so we paid him, and yeah, that was it. And so these two incidents, in addition to the story that happened in Amsterdam, if you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. I'm telling you, those people, the way they helped us out, I guess that's the hospitality in some countries here in Europe. Of course, I'm not going to talk about Europe as a whole. I'm just going to talk about the countries that I've been to. When I went to Rome, it was the same thing. People were so nice to me. It was amazing. They were so nice to me. They serviced me. They were always smiling, speaking to me in Italian. I was like, maybe I should live here in some of these European countries. It was amazing. So maybe that's just the hospitality culture around here. Now, maybe it is that way in some parts in the state, maybe in the South. I would think in the South people are like that. But then again, I don't know. I've never lived in the South. But I think Americans, and I'm gonna add myself in that mix because I do consider myself African American. I was born in Africa, raised in America. I feel like we Americans, we have this fake niceness that we just and that's it. I hate that. Like I feel like it's so fake. And America, like, you step on somebody's toe, they're like, oh my god, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You just stepped on my freaking toe. Like, I don't know, it just annoys me. Like, just being nice and sweet. German people are not like that. No, they're very straightforward. They tell you like it is, okay? And that's the issue with Americans. When you're straightforward and you speak the truth, people don't like you. They think you're being rude. People tend to hate you. And no. See, now that I've lived here, I mean, I had always been that way anyway. I speak the truth. If you don't like it, oh well. I'd always been that way. So after having lived here and see that being honest is the best method, really, I love living that way and being overall nice. I'm nice. If you're not nice to me, you're out. Okay? I'm not with that life. Okay? I'm honest with you, I'm open with you, and I'm nice to you. If you treat me any differently, bye-bye. You know. But anyway, yeah, so I really wish Americans were a bit more, you know, I guess nicer. Well, nice in a real way. Genuinely nice. You know, and just not just fake, you know. But anyway, so I just wanted to share those two stories with you guys. So my next video that I'm gonna put out, I'm gonna do a little bit of a comparison, which I just did a bit of a comparison between living in the States and living in Germany. Some of the things that I've noticed, and also having traveled to France, Italy, Luxembourg, just, you know, the surrounding countries, just some things that I've noticed, some different things. You know, I would think that in France, right, you know how when you're driving and you see a stop sign, shouldn't it say arrête, arrêté, or something in French? But all the stop signs say stop. That's English. I don't know, maybe I'm weird for thinking, I don't know. Even in Italy, I guess the stop sign is universal. I don't know, there's just some things that I noticed. I was like, some of these signs should be in French or in Italian. But anyway, I always wanted to say buongiorno when I went to Rome, and I got to do it. I was excited. But anyway, so that's it. Watch out for my next video. I'm going to talk about living in Europe and living in America. And my next video, I'm going to talk about being an African army spouse. That's going to be interesting. Okay? All right. I hope you guys have a good week. I know it's snowing in some parts in the States, so everybody, please be safe. Play safely in the snow. Continue to wear your masks. And for those who've taken the vaccine already, kudos to you. I know it made some people sick, but I hope you guys do feel better. Okay? Wear your mask, okay? Choose.